Yo, welcome to another week of Dallas Beer Talk, guys. I'm your host, Victor Santana. Other host.
Okay, well, I'll take over from here. How's it going, everybody? My name is Drew. I wrangle up some beers from time to time, and we're followed up by our man behind the veil, the man, the myth, the legend, the veritable genius known as Zigmeister. Give it up, Ziggy. What's going on with you today, man?
Nothing much, guys. Nothing much. Just making some last-minute adjustments. So, well, it should be good to go in a couple seconds.
Bear with you. We'll bear with you.
Yeah, sorry. Just could not stop laughing. We were talking so much shit before air, so...
Nothing but funny, respective of all people.
Yeah, respect all people.
Everyone.
You know, we understand no gender binary. You know, we respect all genders.
That's right.
We don't assume anything. You know, we respect all races and sexes and all that shit.
One love. One love for
all
the people.
Love.
Yeah.
All love.
Yeah, I do eat a lot of canes, yeah.
Oh, my God. Thanks for carrying that. At the beginning.
I do love me some canes. Cane sauce.
Oh, that cane sauce, delicious. You know what I got put on recently? Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I got put on that. Like, that was...
Yeah, did I tell you about that? Because the Chick-fil-A sauce
that was
is
you.
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A sauce
because I do
dope.
Polynesian sauce.
Yeah, Polynesian sauce is good. The thing, okay, here's one of the big things that makes Chick-fil-A one of the greatest kind of like fast food. You know, I consider it fast food in general.
It is fast food.
It is.
It respects all races too.
Yeah,
and,
it
sex.
does. Well, not about all orientations. It doesn't. I don't know if they do that, but
we're gonna say that for them.
Yeah. But they're like super polite when you go through the drive-through. They give you all the sauces in the world. You want like a tub of sauce? They'll give you like a sauce from everything.
Like for 10
Just
cents.
sprinkling sauces in all left and right. And then the food's just high quality, good stuff. It's usually always fresh. I've never had like anything that's been like really like crappy. I've never really had a crappy experience.
No.
Yeah. Versus you go to McDonald's, you want to ask another sauce. No, you only get one sauce with your like 40 nuggets.
2 sauces, sir. Everything else is extra. You pay for it.
It's 50 cents an extra sauce.
$1.50 a sauce.
Yeah, they get you refills.
Why they sound like that? Everybody sounds like that at McDonald's.
That's
the guys and girls.
Yeah, it's the culture. It's all about the culture. It's the culture of not being a winner like they are at Chick-fil-A.
Facts. Because they get an extra day off.
Yeah, it's true. Sundays. Sunday fun day. So it is what
no,
it
but
is.
thanks for that Polynesian sauce. You gotta put me on. And that cane sauce. Oh my God, raisin canes.
Yes.
Fuck that dog though. Who gives a fuck about that dog?
We have a wonderful, wonderful show lined up today. We've got a couple of great beers that are making their way into the scene.
I'm super excited about both these beers.
Some good ones.
Even
today.
one that's the IPA is super exciting, right?
Yeah. Well, so I went to go into Taps and Caps to pick up some beers for the show. I knew I was going to get the Acheron from Martin House, which is the one we have on. And then I also picked up the Hopslam Ale from Bell's. And so I was going to get a different one. And they're like, hey, if you're going to get that one's a permanent stay, you should go ahead and try this one out because it's a limited release. And so I'm like, down with it. It's a double India Pale Ale, 10%. So
both of these are pretty strong. We got the IPA's 10%, and then
the
stout.
Acheron, yeah, it's a whiskey barreled Imperial
12.4.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exciting, man.
So lots of good
Nothing
stuff.
but good reviews on both these beers.
Yeah. So exciting stuff.
Even though I'm not a beer person, like I really wish I could describe what I drink more here, just to give people better like understanding.
Yeah.
When something's good, I'm like, oh, this is so fucking good, man.
I think it's kind of like for me. I feel I totally get what you're saying. Like for me, when I try a beer and I have a taste of it, I can tell you whether or not I like it. But as far as like pinpointing specific characteristics
why I like it,
or like saying denoting certain things, I'm like I don't know how to put that into words, but I like it.
I say I'm the worst. I'm like, yo, it tastes good. Or it tastes bad. I feel like I have more description when it's bad than it's good. Like I feel like I'm the worst one. I'm like, yo, this beer tastes like ass.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and then that always leads to the next question.
You know what ass is like? Everybody eats ass. Everybody eats ass.
Anyways, I'm just gonna skip around that one. We're going to the next one. Stop hitting the table. You're making it crackle. I have a question for you guys. So
about eating ass?
No, not about that. Well, if you it depends on how you answer this question, you might be able to do that every day if you want to. So choose. No. But so I came across something, the whole scenario of people winning the lottery and how it's kind of, how people go bankrupt and stuff in a short amount of time after becoming, like multiple millions of dollars. And so I wonder how you kind of go from I mean, it's obviously you think you have unlimited money, so you just go wild. But what would you guys specifically do if y'all won the lottery? What are maybe give me like top 5 moves you would make after getting the lottery? And you have a scenario about you get the winning ticket and you give me your schedule right after you get the winning ticket. How does your 48 hours shape up after that?
I mean, I have a scenario for it, but I don't ever play the lottery. So let's be clear. Like I don't play the lottery, but I have a go-to plan, like step by step what's gonna happen when I play the lottery or I win the lottery.
You're gonna tell me about it. You're gonna give it to me, and I'll take care of it for you. Yeah.
So we live here in Texas. So if you win the lottery here in Texas, do anything over, I want to say like $2-3 grand. Physically, you have to go claim it at the Capitol
in Austin,
which is Austin here in Texas, which is where the lottery office is at. So say we hit the big old Texas lottery, which is say $5 million. I have to go out there and get it and claim it. So let's say that's the scenario. Boom, I got the $5 million. Day one, call my mom. Say, yo, listen, get the car ready. Don't go to work. Don't tell nobody why. We're going fucking Austin.
Do you tell her on the phone why you're going?
No.
Or you just
if I say we're going to Austin,
she as a code word, she knows.
She knows.
Have you already spoke about this before?
If we were in New York, I'm like, yo, we're going to Albuquerque. Like, yo, that's the deal. We're going.
Is it the same way? You have to go to Albuquerque?
We gotta go to the Capitol.
Albany?
Albany. I was saying, y'all going all the way to New Mexico?
Yo, same shit, bro. Same shit.
He's from New York, I swear. He's not lying. He's not.
Yo, New York City is it. Like, yo, New York City is the whole thing. We don't need to go anywhere else outside New York City.
Not even
couple less Q's in one of those.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean?
It starts with an A.
A.
So anyways, you guys get the car ready.
Slightly fewer animated rabbits.
Is there? I don't know.
There's not any. There's not a.
He's so disappointed.
There's not.
Right now.
There's not Los Pollos Hermanos in Albany.
Less Mexicans. I don't know.
All right. So
anyway, we go into the Capitol. We're going out there and splitting it. I'm splitting with my mom. Like, so half it, boom, taxes. I already know I'm gonna take the lump sum, tax. Half it, taxed. And whatever they say, they already take $1 million off it. $2 million of that is already taxes. I'm already save that for taxes. I already know that. And then after that, I'm gonna give my mom $1 million, give me $1 million, and we're buying property. I'm buying property with my stuff.
Yeah.
Buying a bunch of property.
So I'm thinking along lines of Powerball. You got like 200 million or something in that.
The big old one.
The biggins, as they say.
I mean, the premise is the same way. Like whatever it is, whatever the thing is. So say $2 million. Like I'm still gonna go. They're gonna tax it immediately, and then whatever's left over, half of that I'm gonna save for taxes.
Okay.
So they're already off the top. They're taking 30%.
And are you just gonna invest mostly property? Are you gonna buy a car? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna buy a bunch of like condos and houses. But I know off the rip, say we got say we got 20 mil piece. Off the rip, I already know I'm spending $2 million, and I'm gonna burn it.
That's what it's gonna be just for you.
Just burning. Like I'm traveling. I'm going luxurious everywhere I go.
Presidential suites everywhere.
$500 on mac and cheese. Like I want it. Give it everything.
That's a lot of mac and cheese.
Whatever it is, truffle. Give me truffle butter. I want it all.
You're gonna have just a personal assistant that just carries around truffles with you, and at your command, you say, "I need truffles."
On this. Exactly. I want the most like ridiculous lifestyle for like 6 months.
He's like, "This Polynesian sauce is good, but truffle man, I need truffles. I need truffles on my Polynesian sauce."
Exactly.
Boy, here, boy, bring the truffles.
If it's by my birthday, Dave Chappelle is gonna perform at my birthday.
Yep.
Just for me and like a handful of people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the weirdest comedy show of all time, but he's gonna be there.
Yeah. And so I feel so that $2 million, I feel as it, you're gonna go blow through that like in
6 months. I said 6 months. It's gonna blow.
And then it's
burn.
like boom, and then I feel like that's how people just it snowballs. And
no, but before I spend the $2 million, I'm already buying what the properties I bought, being furnished. They're gonna be furnished. Like I'm doing like Airbnb rental properties.
Okay.
Investing in DBT.
DBT till 2003. That's what we always say.
Investing in this. I'm gonna have things lined up where I could have an monthly income. I don't need like 100 mil monthly income, but I have things put in place for myself that I know I can help my mom and let my mom burn her money the way she wants to.
Yeah. Interesting. What about you, Ziggy? What would you do if you won the lottery and you had multiple millions?
Buy the rights to the Friday the 13th franchise.
Really?
And then I'm set for life because that's going to make me money.
Oh, wow.
That right there.
That's it. That's all you're buying.
That's
What
all
about
I want.
Hellraiser?
That's all you need.
That's all I honestly want in life.
What about Hellraiser? The Hellraiser franchise should be like that. Should be the goal.
That's not a moneymaker, man. You can't. It's no. It's not. It's all about the merchandising, man. People don't want Pinhead plushies. They want Jason Voorhees plushies.
What
That's
the
true.
doll,
Yes.
Pinhead.
the pops. Yeah, the Pinhead pop sold
And
out.
there's just pops for everything. Pops for
You
everything.
know, the Pinhead pop sold out. The comic book was phenomenal.
Well,
What?
you should buy the rights to Hellraiser.
I would.
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't?
You're gonna compete with Ziggy.
And then The Rock's gonna star in all the Hellraiser movies.
Oh wow, wow. Imagine if The Rock was starred as like Jason. That would be like a bulky Jason. That would be legit. Why not?
You couldn't.
You got the money, Ziggy. Make it happen.
You couldn't do it because he doesn't do like non-talking roles anymore. It's not like his CGI body double
All right.
in The Mummy 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
The Rock should do more non-speaking roles.
That's true. But if you think about it, for Jason, they could have Kane or Undertaker do it.
Undertaker's like, is he dead yet? Like,
There's already been one Kane that
Yeah.
has been adjacent, so we're not gonna sully that.
Well,
wait, there's multiple Kanes?
Kane Hodder,
was it that movie Raising Kane?
Yes.
Raising Arizona.
Albuquerque. Anyways, what are you guys thinking for the first beer of
What
the
about
day?
no? You didn't give me your go-to
Oh.
plan for the thing.
Well, if I did it, so I
Mind you, none of us play.
I've dabbled like once in a blue moon.
Dabbling is one thing, but none of us
I'm
really,
not an
really
active
play.
like
if it's
every.
if it's up there,
Mhm.
if it gets over like 150, I buy a ticket.
Just
Yeah,
in case. I think we all do that. Like, oh, that's 200 mil. Let me swing by the gas
give it a
station.
shot.
I'm here. Let me get 2 tickets at most.
Yeah,
Like if I win that, that's a John Woo movie that I could executive produce. Like I'm down.
Yeah.
you're gonna stay in the cinematic realm.
Make
I'm
my own
guessing,
anime.
Father? Yeah, if I won the lottery,
That's a little low for an anime. Like a
That's
good
low?
one. Yeah,
need a lot more money.
an
for that?
American-made anime. Yeah,
Man, it's the
A
same
Netflix
thing.
you gotta
original anime?
outsource all the work to Korea. That's what you gotta do.
Well, if I win the lottery, what I'm going to do is definitely paying off all the debt, of course. We spoke about this a little bit the other day, but I want to give some to family members, but apparently that's a really bad idea. Am I correct in that?
So
In the sense of legality?
So one thing is a lot of like tax wise, anything that's a gift, even over a certain amount, it's taxed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on the state level because Texas doesn't have income taxes, but federally it's still like that's taxed. But when you look or when you listen to a lot of the stories of people that have gone broke after winning the lottery, one of the things they say is the moment that you start giving money to family members, as soon as that's gone, they ask for more. And so either you give that to them or you start slowly ruining your relationships with these people.
Yeah.
And so I think that there's a way to do it, but it has to be a very fine line and everybody has to be clear. Like, this is how this is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's going down. And like, don't come again. And this is like,
You're welcome.
these are the
for this
rules.
gift.
Yeah, these are the rules. And if you come back and ask, if you break these rules, don't get mad at me because I'm not being the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about this, and I've had, like I said, my mom's talked about this. That is because my mom has a really outline about it. So, but as you look into it, again, it's about the taxes, right? The tax is the biggest key. That's why I say after they initially tax it, half of whatever they already tax, save for taxes.
Yeah.
Because they're going to tax it again at the end of the year. So if you win the lottery in November and they tax 30%, they're going to re-tax it during tax season again.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you have left over, it's going to be taxed. So, but the big part of that, where I say don't ever pay family members, you employ family members if you want to employ them. So
As like a super at your condos. or
exactly,
something like that.
they make an employment, so they know, hey, at the end of the year, whatever I pay you have to pay for taxes. They're aware of taxes at that point, and they have a job to do to get paid.
Yeah, I think I could hire my brother on as like a truffle,
The truffle butter guy,
my personal truffle assistant.
exactly,
I can see that happening. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, manservant.
That's true. And on that note, let's segue into a Hopslam.
Beer.
Are we gonna go with the Hopslam first?
Yeah, let's start light. Let's start lighter.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, you know.
It's the Hopslam Ale by Bell's Brewing, starting with 6 different hop varietals added to the brew kettle and culminating with a massive dry hop addition of Simcoe hops. Bell's Hopslam Ale possesses the most complex hopping schedule in the Bell's repertoire. Selected specifically because of their aromatic qualities, these Pacific Northwest varieties contribute a pungent blend of grapefruit, stone fruit, and floral notes. A generous malt bill and a solid dollop of honey provide just enough body to keep the balance in check, resulting in a remarkably drinkable rendition of the Double India Pale Ale style. It's a 10% ABV, and the shelf life is about 3 months.
I like to do shelf life on it because I don't see that on a lot of cans. I think this one will be the first time I saw it on a can, shelf life. And so for someone like me, I drink stouts and I want to age it for like a year or two, like keep it in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a beer fridge at the house, you know, that I keep all my stouts in. And I just feel like having a shelf life for IPA is like good to have.
Yeah. I mean, I know typically with IPAs in general, you kind of want to, the fresher the better, kind of goes. And I think even with stouts, I saw some like little thread about how, depending on the stout, there's ones you want to, kind of like keep them for like in the fridge while you store them. Some of them you just want to keep in like a cool, dark like closet and age them. So
we have a book to refer to that, and we will read on that book.
yeah.
So let's go. Let's get on this beer.
Let's get up on it. It smells really, really good. Real floral.
It definitely smells hoppy.
Yeah, it definitely tastes hoppy too.
I can tell you this. I don't know if my opinion on hops is changing. It doesn't bother me as much as I know it used to. It could be this brewery, for one. It tastes great. It's hoppy, but it's not bothering me by any means.
I think it's pretty good. I think that like the hops, you taste it on the forefront, but it kind of fades out real quick. Like it's not, the bitterness doesn't really linger.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm trying to get that honey. I'm trying to see if I can taste that honey.
I smelled more. I smell sweeter, so I guess that's where the honey comes from. It smells super sweet.
I think kind of after the initial hops, like right after that, I taste like a little sweetness that kind of comes in along. Get yourself a drink. Let me see.
I drank a little bit.
I think the honey actually undercuts the aftertaste and kind of covers it up, because I agree, it's not very bitter on the back end, which is something that I don't really like, and that's why I tend not to like IPAs all that much.
Same here.
But I think that this one, I think it's the honey that kind of downplays that and makes it a lot more drinkable for me.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
It has a lot sweeter notes than I would think from a regular IPA, and I guess it's a double IPA. I haven't had a lot of those. But it's certainly a lot sweeter than it smells. It drinks a lot sweeter.
Smoother, yeah, man. It's a combination of like I don't like just hate, and I could easily just hate on IPAs because I don't like them whatsoever.
Yeah.
But there's so many positive things about it. It smells great. Definitely has a really nice floral hit when you drink it. But it's not bad. It's not too pungent of a floral taste. The IPA doesn't really bother. The hoppiness doesn't bother you. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's just like a simple candy, like a simple like pudding. That's easy. It's not bad. It's sweet, but not too sweet. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Excuse me. Yeah,
I was gonna say creme fraiche, but it's like that's
creme fraiche. I don't know. There's been a lot of hype about the beer kind of in the scene, nowadays. In
the beer community.
Yeah,
you can say beer community.
Yeah, the craft beer community. A lot of people have been really interested in this beer. And while I do appreciate the beer itself, I would say maybe I overbuilt my expectations for it. It's a good beer. I definitely am down with the 10% because I like the higher ABV. But I think it's
how much does it cost?
I don't
for a six pack. You bought a 6-pack, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. I just
say 14%.
Take my money because I bought this and a couple of other things too.
Okay.
I spent a decent little chunk, but yeah, I think it's a good IPA, but I think it's kind of I wouldn't say it's my favorite so much, and I think it's almost, I dare say, it can be quite typical. But then again, I would like to have somebody that's really experienced in beer and tell me what it is that makes it coveted, because this is apparently they only brew it once a year, and it seems like a lot of people have been trying to get their hands on this one.
Well, there is a human thing to it where people fall into hype and what's that thing? Not crowding, but like
Herd
mentality. Mob mentality. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So when a bunch of people start liking something, like, yo, I need to try it because a bunch of other people like it, and it kind of could fall into that. I'd say from the IPAs I've tried here on the show and in personal life, like, this is a better IPA I've had on an aspect of, I don't like the style, but this is something I don't mind drinking. Again, like, if Drew was to buy this for me at the bar, I'm like, hey man, I got us 2 beers. I'm like, cool, I would drink this and not be mad. Like, there's nothing bad about this beer.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a very
for sure.
even keel hoppiness to it.
Yeah,
that is not overbearing. For a double IPA, it's not too hoppy whatsoever. So I'd be wondering. I wonder what's the ABV. No, not the IBV. IBUs. There it is.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit.
I wonder
lower.
what that would be.
I don't know. I feel like it hits you with the hop slam in the front end, and then it tapers off to a sweet honey finish.
Running back to the other court, like
that
side of the court.
Should be the logo there, the catchphrase. But yeah, overall, I'd say it's a pretty good beer. Not my favorite IPA, but it's definitely a good IPA.
Yeah.
So
I like
it. Solid.
I like it. I'm super excited about it. I mean, excited as I can be for IPA.
Yeah.
It's like White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, but it's not the great movie. Not a great movie.
True.
Not the Great White Hope.
I'm looking, and I am having a hard time finding its IBUs, actually.
It might not be on the page. I don't think they might have tracked it or not.
You might want to check.
On Untapped, the 2018 Hopslam is 70 IBUs.
Okay.
And what's then it falls on us to find out what's a typical one. Sure.
What was I gonna say? These, like, what I would love to do with one of these things is shotgun this bad boy. Cause
there's a person we follow on the gram that shotguns beer.
Yeah, there's a girl on Instagram. I think her name's. I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't know if this is the right one. I think it's Kelly Chugs Beer, something like that.
Don't worry. Can I get a focus on like Drew's face? And I want to be like Kelly, whatever the page is. I'm gonna post that right in front of him. Right now, boom. Her gram face will be somewhere there. But yeah, we follow her on our page, right?
Yeah, we do. And it's a lot of her stories are of her just crushing beers and just shotgunning them in different locations, different beers. And
yeah,
it's hilarious. I love the.
I can't shotgun a beer. Like, let's be honest. Like,
I love the premise of it. It's hilarious. So,
but she does it like legitly. Like, very few. Like, not as much falls on her. She's chugging the shit out of it.
I think there's something to be said about when you don't spill that much of it, but at the same time when you're shotgunning the beer, it kind of comes with the territory. So people aren't mad whenever.
No,
like spilling a little bit, it's supposed to be messy and rowdy and down.
I spill most of it. Like, I'm like,
well, I mean, that's you gotta practice. You gotta practice.
Nah, it's not my thing, man. It's not my thing. I don't like chugging shit.
Well, speaking of chugging, there was a video we came across that I know your stepdad has been really stoked, and he wanted to share it on the page, and you've been resisting, and then I finally saw the video, and I was like, why have you been resisting? This is a great video. So kind of preface it a little bit. There's a man, supposedly, allegedly ex-Yakuza gangsta, but he has a very novel way of chugging his beer.
It's a legit way of chugging beer. It's like the only way to do it.
But let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what you guys think.
Gotta eat them noodles first.
It's a typical meal, typical drink. Oh, what is that?
Worms or eels or something.
Oh, what the?
Now I believe those are eels.
Yeah, they don't have legs, not tadpoles. What is he holding over the shot right there?
That's
fire.
Some sort of
lighter.
Yes.
Oh, he used that to light his cigarette. Oh. Oh, hit it with the whirlwind.
Hit it with the 1 time, 2 times.
This reminds me of Beer Fest. It's got the Eye of the Jew.
Oh my god, that's such a good movie.
Solid.
And he get the thumbs up and smoking that cigarette at the end.
Ooh, French inhale.
Oh
Boom.
my god.
Overall, solid video.
It is a solid video. My stepfather loves this video, and he really wanted me to post this on the page.
I think PETA would definitely not support this video.
I don't think PETA cares about fishes.
I think they care about all animals.
Do PETA care about fishes?
I mean, yeah.
I feel like that's one of those Google searches. Does PETA care about fishes? Hey, Siri,
does PETA care about fishes?
we can move this topic on to a new one. As we're talking and
I don't want to
drinking
know
here-
now because I fucking had that in my mouth. Segue.
Segue. We have to update that picture. I made a rough sketch of that, so we got Victor's face on him now.
Oh, that wasn't one with my face on it?
No, wait, maybe. Let me see it again. Yeah, no, that's not you. That's not you. We'll get the updated version. Don't worry.
And it looks like me. I'm just that fat.
As I'm, yeah, right. As I'm drinking this beer,
Bigger
though,
hands.
I'm getting a lot more of the honey notes kind of coming through. I don't know
As
if
it warms up.
I think like maybe the bitterness kind of lingering on the palate, and I'm really noticing a lot more of the honey. I don't know if it's kind of the same for you guys, but
I noticed it like it. I feel like I was saying like the smell was sweet, and when you smell it, you know, I smell like hoppiness, but it smells sweeter.
like
than
a sweet hoppiness. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I feel like Ziggy described it perfectly, like how the sweetness cuts it. So you may not really get the honey in the beginning, but it cuts the bitterness of it, like the bitters of hops and stuff. I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely real good. I don't know. It kind of in international news. I don't we need to make this little segment, but what's going on in the international community? There's something interesting that I thought was kind of funny. It seems like a totally American thing to do, but we all know how it goes on Black Fridays, right? When everybody kind of rushes and fights over like good deals and stuff like that. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently in France, they had a discounted sale of Nutella. So I don't know if you guys heard about this.
Oh no, that's what you were talking about this morning. Like, what the fuck happened?
So I'm gonna go ahead and call it the Great Nutella Riot of 2018. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because that's what it was. So pretty much
France goes nuts.
France goes
Revolution? France Revolution?
France goes hazelnuts over Nutella. But basically in France it's apparently
That's the show, guys. We gotta go wrap it up.
We did second beer, fuck that beer. Like, listen, we're done here.
this is really just a dry run for Ziggy stand up, so
That's all it is. That's all the show is.
yeah. So apparently what happened was in France it's illegal to sell items at a loss. So this was unless it's approved by the government, and so this was a government approved sale from a specific grocery kind of store in France for Nutella because they were selling it at like half off because something was going on and I forgot why they were selling it for that discounted price. But
is there a video to it?
I'm sure there is, but like just like Nutella fights, we'll put Ziggy to the test today, getting his money's worth. But so apparently you've got people fighting in
the French know how to riot. Like if anybody knows how to riot,
but do they though? I feel like when you think of the French, kind of just reserved and kind of passive.
Yeah, they're
in some
very
sense.
passive until they riot.
Maybe judging, but
No. The French know how to riot. They have the most freaking famous riot of all time, the French Revolutionary War.
the rebellion.
Yeah, that's a fucking riot. Like
When they overthrew the government, and started beheading everybody
chopping
with the
everybody who was
with the-
rich's head. Like they
with
know
the
how to-
guillotines. Yeah. So here's the Nutella riots of 2018, brought to you by Dallas Beer Talk.
Yo, my man, look at my man's hand.
Yeah. He can carry.
Yo, you give no fucks about the person in front of you.
So what you're looking at, they're all reaching for a bunch of Nutella, and Nutella should actually be the new cryptocurrency at this point because they are going crazy for it.
Yo, look at that old lady trying to get up. Yo, she can't move.
I just don't picture the French being this uncouth,
I don't trust French people.
I think you go to World Star Hip Hop, you'll find a lot more.
Yo, look at the crowd. Yo, there's like a sea of people around this little thing.
So it's interesting. I mean, my thing is, one, that seems like a very American thing to do. France, how dare you steal our thing? Two, over Nutella. Nutella's good. Don't get me wrong. I love me some
I don't
Nutella.
like Nutella.
You don't like Nutella?
I don't like chocolate. like that.
Well, it's not more like a chocolatey hazelnut.
I don't like
but-
chocolate. Listen, man.
So nowadays we got the French
Drunk history. Drunk history.
We got the French writing over Nutella. Here in America, what we should be writing over is our next beer on the menu.
The segue.
And that is the Martin House Acheron whiskey barreled aged imperial stout. So we love the special series here. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about it, Ziggy.
Yeah, well, actually, it's a 12% ABV. It's got a 57 IBUs here rating, but they also have a quote from Dante's Inferno on their website here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and read
Dante's
that
Inferno?
while we pour.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Pray, let us go, I said, without an escort, if thou knowest how, since for myself I ask none. If thou art as observant as thy wont is, dost thou not see that they do gnash their teeth, and with their brows are threatening woe to us? And he to me, I will not have thee fear. Let them gnash on according to their fancy, because they do it for those boiling wretches. And that is from Canto 21 of Dante's Inferno.
I think that read is way better than the story that this clip they pulled. I think that read was fucking on point. Spot on point fucking read right there. And big ups to Ziggy on that one.
Yes, Ziggy's the man.
I've only ever read the Inferno. Paradiso and Purgatorio are very boring.
All right.
I thought that was all one book.
Well, it is 3 parts of one epic.
So that's why I probably got confused from it. So I thought that was all one book.
It's the I believe it is the Divine Comedy, and it is Inferno into Purgatorio and then into Paradiso.
And you saying the last 2 are fucking boring as fuck.
Yes, they're not as interesting because they don't have like great poetically
Explicit,
justified torture.
visceral.
Yeah.
So this is in one of Martin House's new beers. Well, actually, it's a repeat. I think they had it last year as well, but it's another in their special series.
Martin House,
series.
yeah, Martin House has a lot of specialty beers they release once a year. I rag on Martin House a lot because I feel like they don't like quality check some of their stuff, but I think that's their regular beer.
I don't know. I disagree. I like most of pretty much the majority of their normal beers that they have. This one though is apparently, according to like last batch from last year, is a little bit different. But let's give this a shot.
You know what? Big ups to Martin House when they do red ale and stouts right. They do it right.
Yep.
Now, guys, I don't see on here where it says that it has chocolate notes, but I feel like just in the smell it does, and I'm wondering if that is the fact that it's whiskey barrel aged.
I smell whiskey, like
because I think that's a recurring
kind of
thing now. Yeah.
Have you tasted it yet, Ziggy? Because you taste the whiskey. Taste it real quick. You taste the whiskey barrel, not the whiskey in it.
Mm-hmm.
But and mind you, the whiskey taste is not. It's not a deterrent towards it. Like it's actual benefit. It's a benefit. Yeah, it's a benefit to it. The whiskey taste to it.
Oh yeah,
that's real good.
It really adds just a hint of tartness there. That
it's
really
good.
So I'm gonna give you my breakdown. It's got definitely a boozy overall taste to it. Really kind of strong, complex syrupiness to it. When I go in for a smell, the whiskey barrel. When you take the first drink, you smell or you taste the whiskey. And it kind of goes through like a chocolatey note, and then it kind of finishes out. You know, it reminds me of like those chocolate covered cherries you get, the Queen Anne cherries. You know?
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of that. So finishing it off like one of those, but it has a real booziness to it, and it's 12.4%. The batch that we have, so it's good though. Overall, it's real good.
I think.
That's a great analogy. The Queen Anne cherries. That's perfect.
I feel like
it really tastes that way. We've had some similar though too.
Yeah, I want to say like not that similar. Like it's hard to say what's similar. Like only thing I think of cherries is like the cherry DNR we had from Coop. Like the only thing close to like cherry style that I picture in my head.
Yeah.
But I want to say like if you had that cherry chocolate candy, if it was dark chocolate, because this is dark chocolate with that cherry taste.
Yeah.
This is it. It drinks very thick.
Yeah,
it's a very
full-bodied.
Yes, full-bodied beer. It's not very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got that dark chocolate. It's not bitter, but it's got that slight hint and that tartness with the whiskey, and it's very smooth going down, even though it's very full bodied.
Yeah,
I really like this one.
Yeah, very solid.
Really,
oh my God,
like this one.
I think when I say a chocolate covered cherry, because those Queen Anne cherries are very, very sweet. This one, it take that overall just cherry taste with the chocolate, maybe like a dark chocolate, but less sweet for sure. Kind of how Ziggy's saying it, definitely like less sweet. So
I want to piggyback on that. Like the DNR, since I brought it up, like the DNR is good. The DNR is really good. It tastes more like the chocolate candy that you were talking about.
Yep.
The DNR tastes way more than that. This, imagine a dark, like you had a dark chocolate, like a real cocoa dark chocolate with a little hint of cherry on it, and it's delicious. And with the barrel age, like
I definitely get a lot more of the notes of whiskey than we did kind of with the DNR. But oh man, overall, Martin House did a great job.
Now,
with this one.
Was the DNR also whiskey barrel aged?
I believe so.
It's for a fact we know it's barrel aged because she said it on the show. As far as whiskey, I'm not sure. I have to look it up. But they barrel aged it with cherries and stuff like that. That's why it was a specialty beer. They had it for like their anniversary or something like that.
Yeah. Big shout out to Courtney.
Big up to Courtney. We should call you and get Courtney back on the show to talk about it. But we go back to episode 31, season 1. Check that
Watch
episode
them all.
out.
Find out which episode it was.
Find out more about the DNR. She described it. This is a phenomenal beer. Like Martin House, like I rag on Martin House a lot about a lot of their IPAs, but they do stouts phenomenally well. Like they fucking have the best red ale and stouts.
And Imperial Texan is good.
Oh my God, they have some of the best. Like
interesting note about the Imperial Texan. They typically come in a 4-pack. They're starting to release them now in 6-packs. And they're high in ABV.
Did they drop that ABV on it?
No, they're high in ABV, but they're starting to do them in 6-packs now. So big up some Martin House.
Give
the people what they want.
They're getting. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I love me some Martin House.
Yeah, they do the red ale right. Like I think the only stouts that come out better than that, like some of the Martin House stouts, I would say Manhattan Project's stouts. Like that's the only other stouts I like here in Texas. Is more than like the specialty Martin House stouts they come out with, or with some of the other dark ones they have.
Yeah,
but
I really like what they're doing though with the special release stuff because they've all been hits with us thus far that we've had on the show, and they do a 2-can kind of scenario where they stack 2 cans, put them in a box.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
not that expensive.
The Darkness Falls,
$10-11 for
$12.
For a 2-pack.
Darkness Falls was another stout they had, was phenomenal.
Yeah. So
big
overall,
up to Martin House.
Yeah. Overall, it's been great, and I really like what they're doing, and can't wait to see what comes in the future.
Big up to Texas breweries. How about that? Big up to Texas breweries. And on that note, since we love in Texas breweries, we're gonna wrap this show up on a positive note for the first time because I'm not negative.
First time? What? We always.
I'm not
positive,
negative
baby.
this time.
Always.
So I want to say big up to all you guys watching. I love you guys. Follow us on YouTube. Dallas Beer Talk. We revamped that. SoundCloud. We got that together. Facebook, Instagram. We're more interactive on Instagram. We try to reach out to you guys. You guys reach out to us. We love you guys. You've been phenomenal. Follow DallasBeerTalk.com. Like we're everywhere, man. We're getting merchandise together too. Like we're here. We're here for you. Whatever you want. And then my man Ziggy touring around Texas now. Came back from Waco.
All the way in Waco, guys.
How did that go? Tell us what happened with Waco.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. True Love Bar down there is a very nice bar. Very well kept. Parts of it were pretty divey though, which I really enjoyed. My one regret is that I wasn't able to play darts while I was there, but they have a whole dart room set up that I'm really excited about. So the next time that I go back, I'm definitely going to give that a try. If I have to bring my own goddamn darts, I'm going to play darts in that fucking bar.
Is it bad that I have my own darts? Like I have my own darts.
Oh yeah, no, I love darts. I have my own set of darts too.
I'm not good at it.
Well, no, you know what? I'm not that good either. Let's just have a friendly gentleman's bet, like $5. Let's play some baseball.
$100.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
How did your stand up go?
It went well.
I heard you killed it from an inside source.
I did pretty good. I went up a little earlier than I was thinking that I would, but I still had a really good set. People really liked me. One of the people that did not see my set but came later compared me to Bill Hicks just because I was just such a raging asshole after I got off stage.
Attaboy.
So that was fun.
I heard you really,
but yeah.
I heard you really grabbed their attention. Oh, I didn't think you were cut me. I heard you really grabbed the attention of the audience, and that's something you got to do when you do a lot of stand-up. So I'm really proud of you. We're looking forward to hearing more from all the good stuff going on. So Vic, you want to wrap it up?
Yo, I'm known for hating, but I love you guys. Everybody, peace out. Have a good weekend. Drink safely. Drink responsibly. Dallas Beer Talk. Check us out on all social media. We're here for you.